Well, figured I'd come back. It's still early on my relative schedule of what I need to do. And what we need to function is this. Let us take a look at things fast. It's Firebreak, which should be really hard considering I'm only level 53 now and the levels are increasing. Now let me try to collect everything that I didn't get. There we go. If those bears were trouble, I'll tell you what. Those bears were trouble. Everything seems to be coming in pretty handy dandy.
Think of summer sun. Breeze through the trees.
Yes, it's just a breeze through the trees, as Ayla would say as she shivers herself to death, even with an electronical suit of shield. Now what I probably should be looking at is a map where we can speed along this. So there's really nothing, this is all new terrain, so I just really have to run it. Not too bad though. 750 footsteps that way. Which means there's anything in our pathway. Because there is crazy shit everywhere. Well, that's weird. There's no stuff. Kind of eerie. Oh, almost forgot. Charging cable. Because eventually my controller is going to run out because I didn't charge it too well when I left for my little intermissional break. Oh hey! Okay. Let's see here. Let's see here. Final step. Oh, bam. Everything is up to par. Anywho. Hey, how you been, Brandon? Now that I actually can speak to you in like a minute in the future. I've just been doing this. Horizon Zero Dawn's amazing. I really do enjoy where they kind of brought this game to a more story point. And so far it's interesting. I'm kind of like wondering where it's going. If they recycle again the same plot but just kind of like an alternate ending, like some kind of Bioshock thing, I'll be a little disappointed. I don't think I should be dabbling on the edge like that. I think I'm going to die. But I'm not trying to judge the book by its cover quite yet. Because it seems like it could go a different direction. So we'll see. Hoping this mission in general will yield some more story-driven answers. Alright, almost there. Bro, you were supposed to. Wow, she made a fucking indent, Angel. Those are very rare. I really need to start keeping up with my supply intake.
Going down fast.
Their fight to take care of it. I'm like, I don't have enough ammunition. Not that I would want to. The Aloy is way faster. It's like 56k versus like DSL. It's a lot faster. There's hella side missions.
We wear bright colors on the hunt to keep us from mistaking each other.
You're Aloy, right? My pop... Bergund, I mean, told me you might be heading up to see me. Varja. Pleasure. Hey, that spear is really something. You've customized her, haven't you?
I've made a change or two. You've got an eye for weapons.
I wish these Banuk agreed with you. I can't seem to sell scrap to a Glentalk around here. Everyone wants boring old bows and spears. I like the more unusual stuff. And the Banuk can get unusual. Like that spear Aratak hauls around. An ice rail. Ooh, or that weapon of Araya's? What I wouldn't give to poke around inside one of those. Feel the lightning on my fingers. Or inside of anything, really. Last commission I had was a month ago. A weapon that spat fire. That didn't go well.
You think you could improve Aratak's spear?
I've never seen a weapon that couldn't be improved by Oseram Craft. You know, I tried to ask him if I could hold her once. Even offered to improve her for free.
How'd that go?
How do you think? He just grunted and kept walking.
That's great.
So, let's say someone you know happened to have a weapon like Araya's.
You don't.
See for yourself.
Of course. Look at the... So the coils generate the spark, but the power source isn't even bolted in. I won't lie. She's beautiful. But there's beautiful and then there's beautiful. What we need is a Stormbird Talon. Lightning flows over them like water off a goose. And I know where one is. Hunt it with me, I'll turn that weapon into your new best friend. And second best.
You're sure you can fix up this thing?
You bet. Probably. Just need that Stormbird Talon.
A weapon that spits flame, huh? Like this one? I took this thing off an Oseram bandit. Think you could do anything with it?
You got my forge fire back? Well, if you took down Olgrid and his goons for this thing, I guess she's yours now.
Why don't you finish it for me first? Make her into the weapon she was supposed to be.
Thought you'd never ask. I'm gonna need a bellowback snout. Any bellowbacks will do. Can you handle it alone?
I think I can manage that. This forge fire of yours, what do you need to finish it up?
Like I said, a bellowback snout ought to do it. I'm not picky.
So you want to hunt a Stormbird? I haven't seen any in the cut.
That's right. But one roosts back near Freeheap. How about a break from all this white? I'll meet you there. What? People expect you to hike for miles, hunt huge machines alone, and just bring stuff back?
Mostly.
Not me. I'm fierce.
Damn, that girl's vigilant.
Aha. Now here's some company I don't mind keeping.
Outlander. I've heard of you, Huntress. Each of the many verses of your song tells of an impossible victory. The notes echo across the cut.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
That I know. My song used to echo around Banur. Umnak, the hunter of legendary machines. That's why I'm here. For another. They call it the claws beneath. Or they did when I was younger. Its defeat would have given my song a fine end. I used to travel between Banur and the Cut without stopping to sleep. But this trip, my bones ache, Huntress. But you, out hunting Aratak, leading your own Werak. If half your song is true, you are the only hunter I'd trust to go in my place.
You want me to hunt for you?
Not just for me, no. For an old friend.
Sounds like you've got a reputation.
To be Banuk is to push your body to its limits. I found my limits higher than most. Fearsome machines needed killing, and in my youth, I found I had a talent for killing them. Even now, my name carries such weight that when the claws beneath re-emerged, the Werak came to me.
Do you still have the same faith in yourself that your Werak seems to have?
Perhaps I did. Before I held my bow in shaking hands. Noticed, for the first time, the spots on my knuckles. What a strange thing it is to be old. To stare backward and see such distance. But to stare forward at a looming wall.
I feel like that carries a lot of weight coming from a guy with only one eye. I'm gonna take his word to
You
heart.
want me to hunt in your place? Is that some kind of Banuk custom?
Well, perhaps it should be, but no. We survive and we prevail, until we fail to do either. I confess, this is not easy for me. For any other machine, I would die as I have lived. A Banuk hunter, weapon raised.
There's just so
But
much
too many
story.
good lives have been lost to the claws. Throwing my old corpse atop the pile accomplishes nothing. Better to live in a world without the claws than to die while it still makes children orphans.
This machine, the claws beneath. Why travel all the way to the cut just to hunt it?
Some songs. They include a refrain. The return of a past moment. It seemed fitting.
You've hunted this thing before.
Must have been 20 winters past. We were so close to bringing the claws to bay. Closer than anyone else ever got.
We?
Me and my friend. He was a chieftain of my Werak then, a skilled hunter. Every few years, the claws would emerge in a new location. I knew of 2 chieftains he'd sent to their burial pyres. My friend became the 3rd. This hunt, I had hoped to complete it in his honor.
This is obviously important to you, Umnak. Are you sure you want someone else to take down this machine?
No, I am no longer a match for the claws beneath, if I ever was. If I face it, it will kill me. Of this I have no doubt. The Banuk blood in my veins screams at me to take on the claws myself. But I must see it brought down. And dead men see precious little.
All right, Umnak. I'll do what I can.
I've no doubt you can do quite a lot. The stories say the claws beneath returns here only once every 6 winters. The whispers I've heard say it now makes its home on the northeast edge of the cut. Hunt well.
We run into each other again. If I didn't know any
Well,
better,
glad
I'd
he's
think
happy
you
to
were
have me.
following
Well,
me.
What we need to do, though, is a huge journey. Solo missions.
Long Notch is well stocked, as you asked. But our purpose was to take back the mountain. Now what?
Stay prepared. Sharpen your spears. Should we not return, defending the cut falls to you. If our chieftain agrees with his course.
Sounds like good advice, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Chieftain?
The weight of command is no small burden.
I can see that. Tell me what happened to the first expedition.
Rhea led the way to the summit, but it was blocked by a great door. Some kind of cauldron. New metal. We tried to break through, but it was unflinching.
You mean like metal
We were
apocalypse metal?
exhausted.
Basically so brittle you
No
can't
way
break
forward and machines behind. I made the call to push back. It cost us greatly. But to remain would have cost us everything. I had hoped to never subject Araya to that again.
I take it you haven't spoken to Araya yet?
Why should I? This is what she wanted, to return to Thunder's drum. It is her only care. So I should have known she would find a way to push aside my spear. After the Karja took my sister, not all of her came back.
What happened to Araya when she was a captive of the Karja?
As a shaman, she's adept with machines. Tracking them, stunning them. The Karja used her to capture them for the Sun Ring, where they were unleashed upon the innocent. They made her part of their blood sport. The shame she suffered beneath their pitiless sun.
She survived.
She endured. Endured by reminding herself of the spirit, her purpose. And now that's all she has.
What do you think is beyond that door?
I do not know. That expanse of metal, that dead hum. Nothing sacred belongs there. Machines and death, that's what the mountain holds. Death for us, or for the daemon.
And if we do find the spirit?
Then perhaps we should put it out of its misery.
For what it's worth, I'm glad you're coming with me.
Someone has to keep Araya safe.
Well then. Oh, we're almost at the cliff. Let's just continue up this cliff edge.
I could forget what warmth feels like out here.
Aloy, this is it. My chance to reunite with the spirit, and perhaps to reunite her with the blue light. It's not a chance I would have had alone. I needed an outsider. Someone ignorant of our ways, but no, not ignorant.
Are you trying to thank me, Araya?
Yes, of course. That's what you do. Untangle knots. Create possibilities. Thank you for making this pilgrimage possible. I only wish it had not been necessary to humiliate Aratak. You were wise to let him come. He's earned the right. Stubborn as stone, but he's had to be. The war demanded it. And so have I.
Aratak told me you were a captive of the Karja for a long time. It sounded bad.
For Aratak, it all comes back to that. He thinks the Karja changed me. They did not. They merely sharpened my focus. When all else is lost, you think about what's truly important. The spirit. The blue light. The beyond. And my brother, too. Every time I felt the chill northern wind, I thought of him, worried for him.
What did the war do to Aratak?
He cut away everything, until only his true self remained. Unyielding ice. No Banuk has more sheer will. He fought the Karja for 1,000 freezing nights, yet always rallied his hunters at sunrise. It is said he endured 23 wounds in those years. His hunters counted them. He never complains of one. Instead, he complains that life with me is harder. He's right. What have I ever given him but struggle?
Now that I'm chieftain of the Werak, I don't suppose I can order you to tell me about Silence?
Aratak would never have presumed to grasp for a secret of the Conclave. But you are not Aratak, and if you have dealt with Silence, your need is well apparent. Silence came to Ban-Ur from the distant north, a young shaman of the Owl's Watch. A remote Werak that rarely comes south to parley.
Silence was a shaman.
It was. Or at least, when we sent runners to ask the Owl's Watch, they said he was. His knowledge of the machines was beyond compare, and he was hungry to trade what he knew to the rest of us. It didn't take him long to gain the trust of the Conclave, and eventually, an invitation to attend.
What about you? Did you trust him?
No. But he impressed me. He carried himself with poise and authority. I wanted to learn from him, but that was not to be. He was granted knowledge of our most sacred meeting place, the frozen caves of the Malmstrom, a month's march from Banur. He met with us there, as is custom at high winter. But when we next returned, the caves had been looted. Relics of the old world stolen. Holes cut in ice and metal.
Yeah, that'd be silence, all right.
He vanished with the spoils. We sent our best trackers after him. None returned. And when we checked back with the Owl's Watch, those who had vouched for him were gone. As though he never existed.
Huh.
Some in the Conclave began to doubt he was even Banuk to begin with.
And what do you think?
He committed an unforgivable sacrilege. He's unscrupulous and dangerous. But also brilliant, skilled, and knowledgeable without equal. Except, perhaps, for you. Anyone else I would warn off, but you may be able to treat with him safely. Just don't lower your guard.
I'll keep that in mind, Horea. Thanks. What are we gonna find up there, Horea?
Ruins, machines, and a door, like that of a cauldron. I have faith that you can find a way through it, Aloy. For beyond it lies the spirit. I know I can find her there. Though I do not doubt that Damon has tried to hide the way.
It hasn't been easy for you, Horea. Getting back to this point.
It was all to hear her voice again. This time, we both will.
I'd like that.
Are you ready then? Once we ascend, it will be hard to turn back.
We'll go soon.
I need supplies. I
When
just
you were
realized that. I was
ready,
like,
then.
holy shit, I'm gonna go down there with no supplies.
I still need to take care of a few things.
Understood.
You honor the Werak with your skill, Chieftain.
None of the Southern Drop rival.
What's up, buddy? Let's trade some merchandise. Yeah, I need blaze, a lot of it.
Good. Aurea, still ready?
Oh, yes. On your word. Are you ready then? Once we ascend, it will be hard to turn back. Finally, we ascend.
How? I don't see a way up.
Not up. Through.
No, brother!
No, it thinks it's a fire. That's so hilarious. They caused a fire alert, but how does that work? It took fire on the outside and it was just like freaked out?
I too can call upon the power of the old ones.
Aloy's like, if I could only explain to them what it really was, they're not gods.
What was this place?
Why does everyone just give up?
This all used to be part of its domain. A fortress that defended humankind from terrible danger.
Fortress. It looks more like a machine.
Is that not fitting? Blue light often dwells in machines.
Here. Up and over.
November 21st, 2064. It's been 3 years since I was last here, and 12 since I was running the place. Just a skeleton crew left, confused about why I'm here. So am I. Anita wants me to find a way to...
Aloy? Were you listening for something?
There
Karen
are
was until you interrupted.
memories here. Messages left by the old ones.
And you can hear them. What did they say?
I'm not sure yet, Aurea.
Metal pillars. Tall as Benu's cliffs.
Oh, come on, Aloy. Oh, was that easy? Alright, let's listen to another message and hear what's going on. Kenny something. Kenny. Yeah, Kenny doesn't get no message. What the fuck is that?
Being quiet does it. That should do it. Varja can finish her forge fire now. I'll find a use for you.
Right now is a perfect time to hunt and gather. Because there's going to be a lot of health.
The chieftain's pace is measured, ours is measured.
I think you bring up that for some weird reason. Guess we're going up.
Yes, this way. Not much farther now.
Oh. Oh my.
Last we were here,
What do we have
we
here?
fought our way through there, but machines overcame us. We retreated, dropping supplies and taking losses. Now we must prevail, with only 2 warriors and a shaman to protect.
Aloy is no ordinary warrior. And I can hold my own. Even so, we could go that way instead. There are machines up there, but also cover. We could stay hidden, just for a while.
All right, I get the options. Now follow my lead. Thomas. Steam. Frost. What was all this for?
Okay. Back to the painful loading screen.
Last we were here, we fought our way through there, but machines overcame us. We retreated, dropping supplies and taking losses.
Towers. Steam. Frost. What was all this for?
I can make it better. Christ, that thing's destruction on fucking wheels.
Pipes, towers, steam, frost. What was all this for?
I went this way years ago, looking for cover in case machines came by. I have no doubt that it is guarded now, but maybe.
Coming to me.
It evaded me!
None will get me.
Stay down as we move through.
Not all threats can be seen at first. Beware of stalkers.
Nice and quiet.
That's really the only thing I was really worried about.
We tripped a mine. Brace yourself. No need to understand the edge.
Brew that up later.
You're always forgetting something.
Thought I endured every cold there is.
That's got their attention.
That kind of scared the shit out of me, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, that was not there like 3 milliseconds ago. I don't think he's doing too hot. That should go really well. I still don't understand how this fucker's alive.
Fascinating. You're not looking for me.
My soul back. More supplies. Got to be fucking kidding me! Wow. Alright, you get to live this time. Fuck.
Onto the tower, before we freeze to our spears.
There's a door up ahead. Refuge. We're almost through.
Technically, I can't suspend the cooling system, but I can reduce the power draw, so that it'll be completely masked by the caldera. But masked from what? Firebreak has always been confidential for security reasons, but this would be excessive. Even for the dear departed Mr. Blevins. What could possibly have gotten Anita so worked up?
Need them soon enough.
Why do I feel like I'm up dead?
Thank you for being here, everyone. I suppose it's not every day you get to have cocktails inside an active volcano, right? Unless you're George, and I can hardly blame him for drinking on the job. None of this would be here without our beloved director, Kenny Chow. So, here's to you, Kenny. You put a cork in the Yellowstone caldera. I'd say you deserve a margarita.
Hold your glasses, everyone. I'd like to add something. This effort wouldn't have been possible without our lead programmer. Thank you, Anita, for bringing us our real mastermind, Cyan.
I'll second that, Director Chow. All right, Cyan. What's our latest number? The current count is 1,654. Well, then drink up, everyone. Here's to 1,654 more years without an eruption.
It was the spirit. The old ones. I could only grasp some of what they said.
You were right, Araya. This place was built to stop something terrible. And it worked. As for the spirit, I was starting to get an idea of what it could be.
The geothermal plant can be suspended, the cooling system masked, massive challenges solved. So why am I so nervous about the next part? All we need to do is install Anita's mysterious software and have a conversation. It's not even a human being, right?
of a bitch. Jesus, I thought it was gonna go into the lava. Oh my gosh. That plan backfired. I was like, yo, lightly right into the lava. This will be no problem. Oh my gosh, what the fuck? God, this is fucking hard chaos. Take the medicine, Aloy, and run! Hold on, yeah.
We've taken them all down.
That ropecaster saved my ass. There's gotta be more supplies around here. Speaking of which, there's some right there.
Got too much already.
go ahead and keep pushing forward with this magical door that's probably gonna end up killing me, but I don't care. I'm going to keep pushing forward. I don't know if I'm beating the story here or if it's just getting towards the end. Because I have no clue how long this DLC is.
We'll keep.
But 8 gigs seem like a pretty decent size, so.
More machines. Make ready.
Oh shit! Are you serious? A Thunderjaw! Christ, dude, freeze him!